My shoulder's been hurting a little bit, so a client recommended a supplement.
What are you taking?
Oh, pineapple bromelain. This guy told me when I did the police and fire games, I've had problems with my shoulder. He said this stuff, it's supposed to help break down the food and like oil your joints, so to speak. It's like a natural anti-inflammatory. It's pretty good. I feel a little bit better.
Probably because it's a digestive enzyme.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, what? It has nothing to do with your joints. That's your stomach.
But
it says nothing on there about anti-inflammatory, unless you're talking about your sphincter.
well, it's bromelain and it's pineapple. They taste good.
Everyone knows bromelain is good for your joints. I think you got had, my friend.
$3.50. You can get jealous all you want.
From the moment fire was discovered, the men who could control it shaped civilizations. Those skilled enough to use this power to forge metals were dubbed blacksmiths. And while technology has advanced, the need for men to be able to control flame and steel remains. These are those men. These are modern-day blacksmiths.
When I'm out and about, Don knows where I'm at, and he always asks for random stuff. Hey Don, what's up? Yeah, I'm at the crossing. Ice cream? Seriously, ice cream? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Ice cream. Son. Goddamn. I told you I'd get ice. This is Ryan with Indie Art Force. Hi, Ann.
So yeah, I heard about Indie Art Forge from a bunch of my sci-fi buddies. You know, I heard they do some really cool custom sci-fi stuff, and so I thought I'd come in here and see if they could do something for my Gen Con table. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Are you Ryan?
Last time I checked.
Hey, I'm John.
John, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, I got this booth I'm setting up at Gen Con.
Right.
And I'm selling all kinds of art and fan fiction and stuff, and I really need a showpiece that's gonna like grab people's attention, you know, pull them into the booth and everything.
I know absolutely nothing about Star Wars. Hopefully this guy knows what he's talking about. Do you have any idea what you want?
Well, I don't know, I was originally thinking something like Chewbacca, but
Last time I checked, Chewbacca wasn't metal. This is a metal shop.
Good point, good
Joanne
point.
Fabrics. If you go out here, take a left or a right.
Well, maybe let's do maybe do something something different. You know, that's just the initial thought.
What about somebody with armor?
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. What about Bobafet? Can we do that?
Yeah. How much of it do you want? Do you want just the helmet?
Just the helmet
You don't
would
want
be
like a pack
awesome.
or anything
Yeah,
like
maybe
that?
like something, you know, a stand for it too would be cool.
Life size or bigger? What do you want?
True, fairly close to life size. Yeah.
What about budget? What we do, basically, the bigger, the more material, the heavier, the more expensive.
Sure.
So, I mean, but again, if you get real small, you get real detailed, then that can get expensive too. So what's the number we have to work with?
Well, what would
Yeah,
you
maybe
think about something that would be that bit, like
Life size-
$200, something like that?
No, I was thinking more like $1,500, $2,000. If you want life size.
$1,500 to $2,000.
Right.
Can I rent it?
It's a custom piece. It's not a tux. I've never rented. No, I can't do that. It's custom.
1,500.
Yeah.
All right, 1,500.
All right.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm a little upset they didn't go for the renting idea, but 1,500 is a fair price.
You might be able to rent a custom art piece in a galaxy far, far away, but at Indie Art Forge, it's going to cost you $1,500.
Got off the phone with Ann Rubel from Keller Williams. They're a realty company here in town, pretty big one. They saw a piece that I did in a restaurant and wanted to kind of spice up their office. So we talked about doing a sign for them, incorporating their logo and some dyed metal. These are the designs came up with at Keller Williams, the realty group. This is kind of more of the art, new age, like lines crossing over. Can't really tell. I mean, it looks good on computer, but as a sculpture, they ended up choosing this one anyway.
Now, they go with both.
No, they chose, this is just something I did, but they chose this one. Clean lines with the K and W, straight as an arrow. Use the circular saw rather than the plasma, and just, you know, we'll put down
something just
guides.
Crisp.
Nice and crisp. The color for Keller Williams is red and white.
Ooh, you know what we should do for the red? You know that red dye that we've used on that fire pit? We could do in the background, do the artistic grind, how it gets that iridescence.
And it still
dye
shows
the
the thing.
background, do the front, maybe aluminum, so they kind of contrast each other.
That's a good idea.
When you want to give a project a three-dimensional look, it's really nice to give the background and the foreground contrasting colors. That way they really stand apart.
And then the border will be 1-inch tube with a sheet in the background.
Yeah.
So that will give it kind of that dimension. And what we can do is route out the center of that 1-inch.
Yeah.
So it's not, so it's again, clean.
Clean, it'll be crisp.
Right.
Super crisp and clean.
But I've got another meeting with them, meet out there and get the size dimensions, and I'll get that to you.
Okay.
But just kind of keep that in your mind. This is kind of what we're going with. We can look online and do per scale how thick.
Sure.
How thick
Kind of
the
scale it up and everything.
K is going to be.
I don't want to
but that's going to be depending on the size.
I don't want to
size.
make any mistakes, so I'm going to circle this one and note that we're not using it.
Why would you circle the one you don't want to use?
Hey, for my peace of mind.
How's that working out? How's your peace of mind right now? You're about to go ballistic, aren't you? That's out of ink. Or you want chalk or something? When you price out each project, you got to think of all the material you're going to use. It's an important part of the project.
What's up with these cool shields, man?
Light fixtures. It goes up on the wall like a sconce, and then the light comes behind it.
Oh, I thought we were going to joust.
Would have been pretty cool. We need to talk about the Keller Williams project.
Yeah.
We quoted 12, but we need to have 15. We grossly underestimated.
Oh. What, the material?
The material, the stain, everything else.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna call her up. 15. Drawing the line.
Hey, you're the master at it. You get it. Ryan's so good at negotiating, I'm already thinking of ways I could spend the extra money. So how'd it go?
I got her to move on the price.
Sweet payday.
Down to $1,000.
What? That's less than we started.
I don't know. I thought I had her.
Were you gonna get a discount on the cutting and the dye, the material, the labor?
I don't know, we'll just recycle.
Though the guys had a number in mind, leave it to a real estate agent to negotiate a price down. The price is $1,000 with no down payment.
Okay, so John, the client for the Bobafet, he's got a convention going on and he wants a Bobafet helmet.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very
so from the dented helmet to the weapon thing here. All I know is that he was a badass and I liked him when I was a kid, but John really goes crazy about this stuff. So I pulled these pictures, so.
Okay. Well, that's useless. That's Jango Fett. You said Boba Fett, so don't even use that. He modeled his armor after his dad. Jango Fett was his father. So the way it breaks down in the Star Wars universe,
Here we go.
Boba was the son of Jango Fett, who was the prototype for the Clone Wars. So while he is going through like the Clone War and all that stuff, Boba is a little kid. Boba sees his dad killed by the Jedi, decapitated, picks his helmet up, dad's head falls out of the helmet. Boba Fett models his entire armor and everything after that. It took about an hour and a half, but I finally got Ryan caught up on Boba Fett's backstory. And this weapon that you call it, this is a nuclear reactor. This is how he got out of the stomach of the sand pit and Jedi. Remember when they were at Jabba the Hutt, the sand monster?
Yeah.
Well, he spent 11 years inside that son of a. His armor's the only thing that kept him alive.
I thought he was dead.
No, God. You need to read the historical documents.
So you're done, Professor Weed? Okay, let's get back to reality.
Maybe you should read the history books.
Let's just go back to this project. We need to stay on track.
All right.
So anyways, we've got the dented helmet. We can order this half sphere from King. And then what I'm thinking about was taking another 1/2-inch ring for the bottom, which is this kind of a divider here.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a pipe with the same diameter as this half dome. To make this helmet, we're gonna need a half sphere. We're also gonna need a pipe, which is the same circumference as that sphere. We're also gonna need several other pieces to fill the shape.
What about the viewfinder? His sight?
I thought that was an antenna.
When you're doing a project that has a huge loyal sci-fi fan base, every detail has to be perfect or you're gonna hear about it. Antenna, we can make it so it moves because it actually does come down.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if the client asked for that, but that would be a little detail that
We could do
Star
that.
Wars people will notice that if we don't do it, we might as well not even try it.
Okay.
It's important.
Sounds like you got this all taken care of.
I'm just saying. While Ryan was at the firehouse, I decided to get started on the Keller Williams project. What the? Ape? Whoa. What the is this? How? Is that an A or a W? As far as I can tell, this thing's gonna be massive. I guess it must be a big ass wall.
Don left me a message that he was starting the Keller Williams project. So when I get in, we can finish it and be ahead of schedule. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? How's the firehouse?
It's all right. Not too busy.
Hey, I made pretty good headway on that Keller Williams sign.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I just kind of,
I saw you called yesterday. I had my phone up in my locker. I couldn't answer it.
yeah. I had a hard time reading your writing, but I got the entire background done. I was
Yeah.
on a roll this weekend. Got the background done, the frames done, ground.
Well, that's good because we don't have much of...
Templates done for the K.
What the? This isn't the project, is it?
Yeah. No, I was shocked too. It's bigger than I thought. I don't know how big that wall is, but
It's not that big. What? The K is bigger than me.
according to this, it is, man.
This is bigger than their office.
Well, that's why I was trying to call you. I couldn't get a hold of you. You're writing these Mandarin chicken scratches.
First off, this is a horizontal design. This is a
well,
vertical
that's what I was
design.
saying.
Well, so much for being ahead of schedule.
We might have to play with the orientation because the scale. I don't think you didn't draw out the scale.
Well, that's obviously an A3,
7, 8,
and then you
3.
got the A plus B equals long wall. It clearly states right there, A plus B equals long wall. That's not the long
A
wall.
plus B without a numerical value, that's Abercrombie and I don't know what that means, so I just ignored all that. How could I not know what that made up algebra means?
It's algebra for guys. I call it algebro.
Well, I thought it was way undercharged for something this scale.
Look, this is a 3.
Really? In your world, that constitutes a 3.
And that's a 2. Well, maybe I can sell a sign, 4K mark.
Now that we know the proper dimensions of this sign, we can get it done, but we have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. What part's this?
This is that face shield. The black.
okay.
So this,
Yep,
see
yep.
where this comes down here like this?
Yep.
This is the diameter of the dome.
Okay.
So you can kind of see. So I'm gonna cut down here, I'm gonna cut over here, and then I'm gonna cut this all the way around to the back. I chose that piece of pipe because it's the same diameter as the dome. You turn it on its side, it's still a perfectly round shape. We're just gonna cut a little bit of it, which makes a perfect face shield. I'm gonna fire it up.
Whatever.
Just let me know when I'm screwing it up.
I will.
Like you always do.
I will. I'll supervise you.
You wanna come over here and hold my hand while I do it?
Let's see what kind of ground. Go ahead, go. If you want a really good cut with the plasma torch, you have to clean the metal. Apparently no one told Ryan.
You don't have to clean the metal before you cut it.
Oh, you're stubborn.
Hey, take a look at it real closely. Yeah, what do you think of that? Yeah, I probably should have cleaned the metal before I cut it. Better get a better grip.
Oh, there it is. Should have had it cut out already if you just take the time to clean off the It's your cat. Sorry.
Your cat.
Now that we got the letters, the background, and the frame all cut out of aluminum, we just have to put the grind pattern in the background, fit it all together, and put the finish on it. Hey, let me test my fit.
All right.
I'm probably a little too tight. Yeah. I'm at the bump.
Yeah, bump the about 1/16 of an inch, bump it so it's a little bit big.
Perfect.
Yep.
It's nice and tight. Every little bit of slot. Perfect. Well, there's my setting. So.
Don had a good idea about making the background red. Unfortunately, I have to find the red dye in the cabinet of doom.
You want me to look on the top shelf for you?
You're such a d.
Seriously, we've got to have some.
Here's some of your vinegar. Oh, that's empty. That's a good place for that.
There's red. Stain. There's red.
What's red?
The bottle
Is there any in it?
empty. Rasputin. What's this Rasputin? I want to see what this stuff does.
Stay on track. Hell is this?
Don't touch that! Jesus Christ, it's iron acetate. You know how volatile that is?
What the hell's it doing in there?
Nah, it's totally benign. Won't do anything. Just turns wood black. One of the most recognizable features of Bobafet's helmet is the dent. If we don't have that in there, all you have is some goon in a helmet. So what I was thinking, instead of just cold hammering it where we don't have a lot of control, if we hook up the rosebud on the oxyacetylene, we can heat up our area, get it real good and hot, and then one of us hold it and then use the ball on the ball peen and hammer that in there so we get a
so
nice
the hammer on the hammer, so you're not going at
so
it
you're not
wildly.
putting a flat surface on it. That way it'll have that nice concave, just like the real Bobafet.
The real Bobafet? Okay, you ready?
I'm gonna hold it. You gonna hammer?
Hold the ball peen. Ready?
Yep. Might have to get a little bit
Good?
hotter. Yep. Nice.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
How
Give
deep
one more.
is it? Usually.
There we go.
Perfect.
That looks. You idiot. You put it on the wrong side. Bobafet's dent is on his left side. You put that on the right. I wanted to see how long it would take Ryan to realize there's no wrong side to a circle. You just turn it a little bit. Order another one. Order another one. What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get a rag so I can put the stain
Why
on.
don't you just cut a small piece off? Stop Hulk Hoganing it and cut it off a piece.
If we had any rags around, no way to handle scissors. Thank you. Now here,
When you're
hold that.
done, run with them. How many people does it take to cut a shirt? That was way more complicated than it had to be.
This stuff goes a long way, man. Look at that. Just a little swab.
It's gonna look good in that background with all that polished aluminum.
Oh, hell yeah. This stuff's about 60 bucks for this much right here, so. After the red dye has a chance to dry, we'll put a clear coat over it to really make the color pop.
Wow. It just comes right back to life. It was really cold in the shop this morning and I needed something to warm me up. It is freezing in here. Are you cold too?
Yeah.
Doesn't a good cup of coffee sound good? Yeah, exactly.
It does.
Why don't you run to go get us some?
It's your idea, you go get it.
That's why I shouldn't have to go get it. Whoever comes up with the idea sends the other person.
No, I'm working.
If you
your
come up with the idea first, then you're in a power.
We get into an occasional dispute, so we made a batarang to decide who's right.
Here's the challenge. Per usual, closest to the beer brewery. One shot, one kill.
All right, let's do this. I could have brewed coffee
From
quicker
behind
than this.
the crack.
Well, That's pretty close.
Ryan will be lucky if he even hits the door. This coffee's gonna taste so good.
Let me get my tape measure out. 5.5 inches. I'm not gonna say anything.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
build up the ego, get the anticipation
I'm gonna
going.
stick this. I was a ninja in my past life.
Ooh,
I don't think that's close.
I think I got you by about 3/8 of an inch.
Boom! Suck it, mother. 4 inches, 5.5.
Where?
Look. I like my coffee like my women, Don.
Bitter. Ryan! Hey, it's almost 2 o'clock. You want to go drop off Keller Williams project?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'll get
Grab the truck. Do you have more deliveries to do?
No, you said go get the truck.
The pickup truck. That for this? It's like giving a whale a Tic Tac.
So the pickup truck?
Yeah. I always feel so out of place up here, like I'm trespassing.
Why?
I don't know, 'cause it's such a richy, uppity area.
It's because it's nice.
Where are we going again?
Second floor. There's only 2.
Was there an elevator?
20 steps, Don. It's 2 flights. He wants to take an elevator. You gonna make it?
Oh, there's a reason God invented elevators.
It wasn't that bad. It's only 15 steps.
That was easily 3 or 4 flights of stairs. Son of a I
didn't
knew
see
there
him.
was an elevator.
I didn't see him.
If they didn't expect people to use the elevator, they wouldn't have put it in the building.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
And the ruble, please.
Okay, let me get it for you.
Thank you.
Hey Ryan.
Ann, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Is that the sign?
That is it.
Wow. That's not very exciting.
Just turn the sign around.
And I don't see KW on that anywhere.
Because that's the front.
Oh, okay. You're just showing me the back.
Yeah, I'm the king of the big reveal, so I like to build up a little anticipation.
Oh.
You don't question the king of the big reveal. You think anyone ever questioned Elvis if that was the right note to play?
And wow, it's even the right size. My gosh, you didn't mess that up.
Well,
Good for you.
You'd be surprised.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought what we would do is just hang it on this wall right here so everybody could see it and have it in a
good?
central location in here.
Already got it all prepared for us and everything.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Oh my gosh, that looks great.
Yeah, the light in here really does well.
It's
That color of the wall.
It really makes it stand out.
While the giant K continues to take up real estate in the shop, the guys were able to put a sold sign on this project with a commission of $920.
Gen Con's a couple days away. John's coming to pick up his Bobafet piece. I really hope he doesn't try to rent it again. Ready? Bam! What do you think?
That is awesome.
Check this out too. We thought that he's always positioned like this.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about that?
Oh my God, that's sweet.
For the same price.
Brian, this really, man, this is so awesome. Is this, is it Django or Boba?
It's the one you asked for. It's the one you're buying.
This thing is awesome. It's really gonna pull people in, and hey, maybe I can even rent it out next year.
By using material around the shop to forge Bobafet, the guys brought in a bounty of $1,300.
How's that shoulder of yours?
Does this answer your question? Bet you want one of those, don't you?
I think I'm bromoline. My wrist hurts. So we have all these accidents. You have to carry insurance. Your insurance is an expensive pain in the ass. People getting in all these wrecks, driving when it's conditions out like this, or driving like madmen behind the wheel of 2-ton killing machines on Death's Highway. I can stop it all and eliminate it. Save people money, save lives, save the cars would be lighter because we wouldn't need all these fancy contraptions to keep us safe. and no seatbelt, so you get in there and out of your car quicker, right?
Right.
So here is what it all comes down to. You remove all seatbelts. No car, by law, can have a seatbelt. And right in the center of every steering wheel, you put a razor sharp spike that is directly in line with the heart, 1-2 inches away. So as you're driving, if you drive like an idiot, you're not paying attention, you're texting while you're driving, you get in a fender bender, boom, you're dead. Zero-sum game. You want to bet everyone would drive perfect, no speeding?
You lived under power lines as a kid, didn't you?
I'm visionary.